Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of What I'm Prepping Today. Today's preps included a couple of different stops, and the first one was a Save-A-Lot item, and their Simply Nature Raw Organic Honey was marked down to $3.99. I've not tried their honey, so I got two, just to try and see how I like it. And if it's marked down now, maybe it'll be marked down even more when I go back and check. So I'll definitely check that. And you know that honey lasts forever. However, it's in a plastic container. I would probably want to put it in glass. And then, of course, they do say that more honey is sold in the world than is produced. So if you don't understand what that means, it means your honey may not be honey. So the next thing I got, and maybe you could check on for you, is this 7th generation fresh lavender scented. Smells really good, but they also had unscented. It's a laundry detergent, and it's marked down from $19.98 to $9.98, and that's at Lowe's, and that's a little bit over a gallon. It's 150 ounces. I bought two of those. I'll probably stop back in at Lowe's and see if they have more, if it's reduced even more. Then, now if they marked that down to $5, I'd probably buy them all. But right now I have probably 3 or 4 gallons now total of laundry detergent, in my own little store. So I don't really need it, but if it's, if the price drops more, I'll probably go ahead and get some more. So you should know by now that I'm trying to build a collection of cast iron pans for my adult children. My daughter's just now getting ready to, just getting used to the idea that cooking in cast iron is best. I gave her a small pan, just big enough to cook 2 eggs in, and she said it was okay, but they sizzled, and I had to explain to her how it, cast iron holds heat a lot better and distributes a lot better. So I told her just to, heat it up and then turn your burner down. But so these pans were on LetGo, and this was an number 8 pan, which is 10 1/4 inches. It's only marked on the back 10 1/4 inch skillet, made in USA. Needs a little bit cleaned up, but actually not too much. So I would maybe get this one ready and take it to her, but one that I bought the other day from a woman whose husband does house cleanouts, and he'll walk in after they have an estate sale or something like that and just say, okay, I'll give you $500 for all the garage contents or something like that. He gets a lot of pans, and not so much as I would like, but normally they give me really good deals, like 2 for $30 or something like that. Well, they messaged me the other day and said they had one and they wanted $30 for it. And I was kind of skeptical, but when I went, it was approximately this size, and it was deeper, and it was beautiful. It didn't need seasoned. It just needed some surface rust wiped off, and then I am going to get some coconut oil and take it to my daughter and son-in-law so they can, add some more seasoning to it, because he thought he should be using olive oil. So when she told me she wanted $30 for it, like I said, I was kind of skeptical, but when I went and looked at it, it was worth it. It was actually a deeper one, similar to like a chicken fryer without a lid, just a little smaller than a chicken fryer. And I don't know the history of cast iron or anything like that, so I'm sure there's people out there who are aficionados on cast iron who could say exactly what kind it was just by the description. But it was also lighter. One thing I have learned, and I believe is true, that the older pans are just a tad lighter. They are lighter than they look like they should be. Now, the second pan that I got, so the second pan I got was this one, and it needs a lot of work, and it's got the rough texture here. So to me, that says that it's a newer pan, like Lodge is doing, but it's unmarked. So this one might even be from China, but I'm already not liking just because of that. I kind of like the older ones, and this one here is super heavy. I can barely lift it. It's a bigger pan, but I have a pan, an older pan that's this big and not this heavy. This is the one that I use all the time. I just keep a paper towel in it so nothing gets in that right there. And this one is just, it's so much lighter than that one. So I may clean that one out and resell it, or I don't know, hang it up, see if it looks nice on the wall. Probably not. But I got both of these. These were 2 for $25. So the $30 one that I paid for isn't in the video because I took it directly to my daughter's house. The next thing I got, I paid $8 for, which if I had gone back early the next morning, it would have been half, $4. But I paid the $8 because I was busy the next day. I like the stainless steel roaster. I have a large one that fits my turkey. This is nice and small. It will fit like a turkey breast or a large chicken. So I really liked it, and it didn't have one this small. So I paid $8 for that. And there was a reason. There was a method to my madness. So I'll tell you in a second. So then I got this one. Again, it's got the rough texture and it's a Lodge. So it is heavy. It's pretty heavy. It's a pretty large one. And I gave $20 for that. I'm going to tell you why I didn't go back the next day and get these for half, and why I didn't ask the man to take less. So Carrying Transitions is a company that does online auctions and estate sales. They're pretty much a national company, I think. I at least know that they're in the Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania areas. So the man who does the Carrying Transitions estate sales for southwestern Pennsylvania, whenever the estate sale is over, he'll go ahead and take and buy out the rest of the items, and then he sells them in a downstairs location underneath of an antiques auction, no, an antiques store in Antiques Mall, yeah, in Sutersville, Pennsylvania. So when we went there, he had a huge free area. My sister and I went, and we were looking at the free area, and she said that she really liked this 7 or 8 piece outdoor patio bar thing set up with like high chairs and everything. It was really nice. I think we looked it up online and it was like $400 on sale. So it was in his free section. So I went inside and I said, hey, that bar set out there, is that free? He said, yeah. I said, I want to get that. And he said, okay, no problem. And then also in his free area was this chair. And the chair in my kitchen that I used to have here really needs reupholstered. So I took it out to finally go get it reupholstered, and I got this one, and it's in great shape. It's lacking a little in the color department, but you know what? It's fine. Fine for free. And in his free area was also a folding Adirondack chair. And I really like that because I don't mind making furniture. And I thought, how awesome to have a folding wooden Adirondack chair that's so easy to store. And I can actually, it has a piece of wood that needs replaced, but then I could also use that as a pattern to make a couple more. So that's it. That's what I prepped today. And just so you don't have to rewind, that was Carrying Transitions. If you want to look that up and see if they have any estate sales or online auctions in your area. But you can also, say you like cast iron and you want more cast iron, or say you want prepping items. You know, you could just put in camping items, and what they'll do is they will notify you when things like that come up. That's how I got my $300 Berkey system, still in a box, brand new, for $150. Now on that auction, I did have to drive out of state to pick the things up, but that wasn't a big deal either. So, I mean, but I did buy a lot from a lot of items from that sale. There was a lot of camping things, camping cots, and I said to the woman when I got there, she had said, boy, you like camp a lot and things? And I'm like, well, yeah. I said, what happened? Why is the man selling all these things? And she said, well, he passed away and his daughter's selling them. And I said, oh, was he a prepper? She looked at me and she said, I mean, she was kind of surprised, and she said, yeah, as a matter of fact, he was. So, and I could tell by the things that were being sold. He had unused backpacks and things like that, the tactical type with the Molly on the front. So a lot of those are, well, 2 of those are actually in my storage now. So it's definitely worth it. It's a good place to get some prepping items. So that, and always be on the lookout. I do try to prep something every single day to add to my long-term preps. Well, that's if I leave the house. Try not to. But then again, I do a lot of online stuff too. Alrighty, guys, so let me know, what did you prep today?